If you're into body work, industrial coatings, anything where it takes surface preparation, this may be a great kit for you. Let's dive in and take a closer look, and then we'll use it and let you know what we think. So let's have a little closer look here at the Surface Blaster kit from Sunex. So you don't just get a tool, it is a pretty full kit here. And the model number on this is the SX8203. Go ahead and get the sleeve off. And it is built on their 1/4 horse pneumatic platform. We're going to open up these locks. And again, pretty inclusive kit here that also gives you some ability. By the way, forgive us, our neighbors are enjoying their 50 cal. No problems there. Doesn't happen all the time, but it's not too uncommon. And now we have a helicopter flying by. Anyway, so this is the Surface Blaster kit. Comes with the tool, as you can see here, pneumatic tool. Get the plug out of there. And looks like Allen wrench for help in probably changing out these things. This is going to be for surface prep like on painted surfaces. So that will remove your paint, your primers, things like that, as well as other things. This is an eraser wheel, which is great for pinstripes, your logos from your car dealers, things like that, any stickers, decals. This is great for removing that without hurting the paint. Just don't let it get too hot. This thing, I believe, turns at 4,000 RPM, which again is pretty safe on this. A lot of times you may use an eraser wheel and a drill that's typically turning 2,000 RPM. So again, understand that this is probably a bigger wheel than you would use on a drill, as well as 4,000 RPM. So you are getting more RPM. You can build up more heat, but if you're careful, you'll be able to remove more quicker, but just make sure you're not getting it too hot. And these are going to be basically prep wheels, and you can tell they almost act like a wire brush. These are great for removing oxidation, removing rust, maybe bubbled up paint, things like that. Cleaning up aluminum, stainless steel, you name it. And you can see here, and you can feel them. It goes from, this is a little finer, and this is kind of a medium, and this is more coarse here. And we'll use these here in a few moments. It utilizes a hub that goes on here, and it's like a two-piece. So this just fits on here, pretty easy to do. And then obviously your teeth are going to fit between those gaps in the bristles, and then those lock together, and that's going to bolt onto the tool like that. So pretty easy to figure all this out. But anyway, all of this comes with this tool. So you can buy this kit and get started right away without having to buy more accessories. And we have some space here for additional accessories as well as you buy more. So you may buy different surface prep drums or different wire brush wheels, you name it, and it will still go in this case. Let's go ahead and get a nipple on here and get started. I like to use high flow nipples. This is actually one from Milton. And we'll go ahead and throw some Teflon tape on there. And by the way, make sure that you are wrapping it correctly. Meaning, when you're threading this on, you shouldn't be going against the wrap of your tape. And you don't need 5,000 wraps either. Especially if you're using any of this mega stuff, a couple of wraps should do you just fine. Nice and snug. That should be sealed. Okay, we got our nipple on. Let's go ahead and throw the paint surface wheel on. And you will notice here that you have a little hex design, or it looks like a nut there, 6-sided. And that's the part that's going to go on this little hex right here. So don't put it on upside down. Fit it in place. And you're going to use the included. And it's right-hand thread, so righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Nice and snug. And let's go use it, see what we think. By the way, this handle here, you don't have to remove it and change it. You can just put it in whatever spot that you want. So whether you're left-handed, right-handed, want it straight up, depending on where you're using this, You can change that very quickly just by loosening it and turning it where you need it. Little mud flap there as well. Keep the dust from blowing back at you. I doubt that. You'll probably still wear it, but at least doing a good job of trying to knock as much stuff down as possible. Okay, this will be a perfect panel to check on. We got a little bit of rust. Obviously got some paint peeling. We got a little bit of primer under there. Probably a factory coat, but then again, I don't know. It looks pretty rough, but let's see if we can take the paint off and then see what it does to the rust, and we may change the wheel. So a little bit of heat buildup, obviously, anytime you're prepping a surface, but it's not terrible. You're not overheating it. It doesn't look like we're making deep gouges like, say, a 36 grit wheel would if we had it on a grinder or even a sander. So as far as taking the paint off, it's doing a great job. And I will say, as far as the exhaust or the remnants of the paint, it is directing it mostly downward and kind of knocking it down here. It's not flying all over me. It's even doing a decent job on the rust. Yeah, definitely the paint cleaning it up well. The rust, obviously, in the indentations, it's leaving some of that rust there. Let's see if one of the other wheels will clean that up better. And by the way, right here, you can actually adjust. Wide open throttle. So I don't see a spindle lock, so I'm assuming you just hold the wheel. And you want that disconnected from the air, obviously. And it says direction this way, and that's the way we have it. And max 4,500 RPM. Our tool's supposed to be at 4,000, so we should be fine. I can't say that it's doing that much different than the paint remover tool or paint remover wheel did. It definitely doesn't remove paint like the other wheel did. Let's turn this around and see if it will maybe help if we have the needles pointed the other way. So now we're actually heading against the grain, if you will. Let's see if it does any better on the rust. It definitely does better on the paint and seems to be eating at the rust a little better as well. So I'm sure something in some deeper rust. Yeah, that's going to clean it off much faster. And then getting in a groove like that, it's great for that. And then let's put on the straight needles and see what happens. So this definitely does a better job at actually, and it's really not that hot at all. I was expecting to feel more heat build up in there, but it's really not as much as the paint surface prep tool was. But this is literally, you're starting to get rid of all that rust indentation. And a little build up, but not bad at all. Honestly, I don't see a lot of difference in this wheel and this wheel here. I think this one maybe cleaned it a little less than this one in 2 passes, but still, again, I think either one of them is going to work. But I think the paint prep wheel does a great job at removing the paint. And here we have more of an industrial use here. So some pipe with a square flange on here. Looks like some concrete on here, some deep rust. And let's see what it does. That actually looks like a great tool for removing that concrete off a rust or concrete off a pipe. Also cleaning up that weld, so post-weld process. Be great for that. And by the way, I'm not just letting it run. I'm actually putting some pressure on there. And the 1/2 horse motor, I may have said 1/4 horsepower earlier. This is a 1/2 horsepower motor, not a 1/4 horsepower. And it holds up pretty well to a little bit of pressure. Well, you saw it in action. We didn't use the eraser wheel, but that's pretty self-explanatory. If you've never used an eraser wheel for removing pinstripes or decals, then that's the only way to go. And again, just be careful when you're doing it. Don't burn through the paint. But it's a great tool to be able to remove those things, but pretty self-explanatory. And you can see tons of videos on all sorts of different tools using that. But does this Sunex tool have the horsepower to actually, remove paint, coatings, rust, things like that? Yes, it does. Is it going to do the absolute pristine job? Well, it's going to be like any other type of surface prep. If you can take the biggest and baddest sand blaster to remove it, it's going to remove it the quickest, but it will also distort the metal depending on how high of a pressure you're using, how coarse of a product you're using. So you have to take that into consideration when you're looking at surface prep. So is this the biggest and baddest tool out there to do every job? No, absolutely not, but it's not intended for that. It's a 1/2 horsepower or a 1/2 horsepower pneumatic tool that does very well, and you can adjust the volume, not the volume, you can adjust the speed or the power right here with a knob to dial in what you want. We left it wide open and let the trigger do the work and just pull the trigger and go, but if you were having to finesse in areas, then you could definitely turn that down and be a little more careful. Also, the wheels that you're using is going to make a difference in the type of removal that you're doing as well. So this is a great and handy tool for most of the jobs that are out there in that light to medium duty stuff, and maybe even in the finer jobs of the industrial duty stuff. This weighs in at $350 or costs $350 for the kit. And that's going to depend on where you buy it as well. It may fluctuate somewhere between $350 and $400, but we've seen it for $350 lately. Again, it comes with everything here, so we think it's a great kit because it includes so much stuff. You just need a compressor to run it. It is going to use some air because you're consistently on the trigger and at wide open throttle when you're using this. So a little, small pneumatic compressor, probably battery powered stuff, is not going to do it for this unless it's little bitty job. So you are going to need a decent sized compressor when you're using this. Don't need a lot of PSI, 90 PSI is max on this, so that's fine. Just make sure you have enough CFM to actually flow so that you're not overworking your compressor all the time. So let us know what you think about this from what you've seen. Also, let us know if this is something you would buy, and be sure to leave any of your negative remarks in the comments as well. Hey, we'll have a link in the description if you're interested. Also, keep track of us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and even TikTok. And if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And by all means, if you hated our video, well, give us the old thumbs down, but let us know in the comments why. Have a great day. Keep smiling.